Hey everybody, coming to you today with the video on how to tie a modified Beckett hitch so you can suspend on slippery webbing, aka Myers Tech 1.4 grams per foot or Dutch wear advertised at 1.5 grams per foot webbing. So I'm out here in my hammock on a tight angle. Got my modified Beckett hitches on my continuous loops, 230 pounds. And I've also tested this in a bunch of other situations. So I'll just go ahead and show you how to tie the knot. Okay, here we are at the modified Beckett hitch. It's a slippery knot, just like the Beckett hitch. So you can untie it by pulling it. And this ties almost exactly like a normal Beckett hitch. You just go through the loop like normal. And normally you would go for the Beckett hitch, you just pull this through this bite and tighten it up and you have a Beckett hitch. However, with the modified Beckett hitch, it's going to have the effective strength of a double Beckett hitch. But instead of taking this strand and wrapping it around here several times, which is going to be a pain in the... you're just going to do this. You take this loop that you're normally pass your other end through and wind it around here one more time. So obviously you wouldn't want to go this way because you would be unwinding it. You would be taking it away from the strands. But just wind it around one more time. And you could actually wind it around more times, especially if you're trying to get rid of the slack of the loop. But just wind it around one more time and then pull your bite through. So what you have is a Beckett hitch that has double the clutching power, because it wraps all those strands around there. And when you first pull the knot tight, you do get a bit of looseness because you have to pull those two strands tight. So one thing to remember when tying the modified Beckett hitch is you might want to tie it a couple inches tighter than you think it needs to be. But it's super easy to tie. It's super easy to untie, just like the Beckett hitch. And it also works great if you have... When you have a Beckett hitch, sometimes it's hard to untie. When you first pull this, it's really hard. If you have the Evo loop or a continuous loop like this with a little extra loop, the double Beckett hitch also unties really easily. If you grab it up here and pull, it will untie really easily. So now that I'm all untied here, I'll tie it back up just like before. I'm going for a Beckett hitch, but first I'm going to wind this loop around there one more time. Then I'm going to do the Beckett hitch. And there it is.